What's up, everybody? It's Wednesday, and I'm back. I got my coffee. Today I'm doing a Falling in Reverse song, and I will say up front, I've never really listened to Falling in Reverse. I don't know a lot about them. I mean, I know Ronnie Radke, right? And I will say also up front, there are many allegations about Ronnie Radke, and I have no interest in defending him. He seems to be a bit of a shithead. There are some allegations that have been dismissed. It doesn't mean they're true or not true. And there are many other things that I am quite certain have not been discussed because he was he is the lead singer in a band in this genre of music in the 2010s. So I'm sure there is stuff that we don't know about. And I just want to make it clear up front, not a big fan of Ronnie Radke, but I keep seeing this video promoted on my feed, so I thought I'll check it out and just see what new Falling in Reverse sounds like. So we'll get into it in just a minute. Before I do, like and subscribe. Yeah, I always appreciate that. A couple things though. I'm not a professional, not a musical expert. I'm not going to probably get it too much into the composition or anything of this piece. And don't be a dick. I try to be thoughtful when I do these videos, whether or not I like the artist, whether or not I like the music. I try not to take shots unnecessarily. And I would just appreciate that if we could keep that same energy in the comments. You don't have to like what I do. You don't have to like how I do it. You don't have to like this song. But I would like to keep it on a, fairly pleasant down there, if we can. So with that out of the way, let's get right into it. This is Watch the World Burn by Falling in Reverse.
Yeah, I got voices in my head again. Tread carefully, and I don't medicate, it helps me temporarily. I got problems, I got issues, yeah, apparently. Trauma that I'm burying, I think I need some therapy. I battle depression, I'm back with a message. I'm asking the question that if you hate me, why you acting obsessive? I'm past the point and no return by being passive aggressive. I'll brandish a weapon, teach all you motherfuckers a lesson. Yeah, I actually battle my demons and shadows, and women the deep and the creep in the shallows. I'm lost. Gotta admit that I'm living the life that I've always wanted when it comes to the cause. Yeah, they're licking the jar, they're fixing to rip me apart. I'm swimming with sharks, I'm lifting the bar, I'm lifting the end of the stars. I like I shot up a adrenaline, mixed with some Ritalin. Started a battle, but bitch, I'm gonna finish it. Think you can stop me, not even a little bit. Nowadays, everybody's so sensitive. Taking my voice and you pick it apart. Tripping on nothing, just get in the car. Ripping and sticking the mark. I'm tipping the charts. I got enemies trying to get rid of me. Evil tendencies are fucking with me mentally. I got people that don't like me in the industry. I can feel your energy, you were not a friend of me. Cause I have been to places that you never wanna go. Yeah, I got dirt on people, but they act like I don't know. Yeah, I can do some damage, but I'll never rock the boat. All it takes is one post with some fun like down nose. You'll never get rid of me, too many enemies ripping my imagery. You know my history in it, a mystery. Put every enemy out of the misery. Somebody send me some positive energy. I'm about to go dark, I'm about to go dizzy. Into the darkness, into infinity. Shut you motherfuckers up. Listening? Stacking up a little pretty penny, then I'm getting it. I'm never giving in to anybody. Always winning, never kidding. When I die, taking everybody with me. You're never gonna get me, cause you never see a sip. Yeah, my motherfucking God. When I'm gone, I'm a type on. The vibes wrong, it's my on. I'm killing syllables of the letter of Philip. I'm a lyrical, typical super villain. I'm venomous and I'm never until they put me on top of the list. I can't control the monster any longer that's inside. The pain and sorrow left us solo. No tomorrow's hard to swallow. Death is calling, so I'm crawling. Tightrope walking, now I'm falling down. Like missiles falling from the sky. Come and save us. Pain and sorrow left us solo. Here today, but gone tomorrow. The pain
man. Okay. All right. Well, let me start with the positives. Okay, because there are a few. I will say I like most of the instrumentation. I like the synth and stuff. I like that. The first half of the breakdown is really very, very formulaic, and frankly, the second half is nothing groundbreaking. But I really like when you get like symphonic, orchestral stuff, or probably just synth strings, but over the top of a breakdown. Motionless in White, I don't really listen to them anymore, so I don't know if they still do this. But I know that at the beginning, the first few albums, there was a lot of that where you'd have high synth or strings over like a nice aggressive breakdown, and I really like that. I like the juxtaposition of the really delicate, sort of eerie minor strings or high synth over that aggressive guitar and drum, because it's right. You don't generally expect to hear like violins and cellos over that kind of music. So that's nice. I do like that. What else was good? The musicians are all good. They're fairly talented. So, okay. Now let's move on. This video is stupid. I'm sorry. Like, I rarely come out that aggressively with, like, I didn't like this. I generally try to find good stuff and everything. I try to generally appreciate the art that goes into stuff. But, like, oh, man. First of all, whoever convinced him that superhero outfit was a good look, I guess good for them, because it was not a good look. It made him look like an idiot. And I understand this isn't related to the music, right? It has nothing to do with the song. But this is the video that they made. This is how they wanted to show what they were thinking, what the vision for the song was. This is the soundtrack to the movie, right? Except it's the opposite. This is the movie to the soundtrack. This is the idea. And so they were trying to make a point. There's a point early on, after he falls from the plane in some low-budget special effects, where there's two snakes around him, right? Because he's talking about how people in the industry don't like him. And there's snakes, because there's snakes in the grass, right? Like, that's not really clever, but it is interesting, tying the visuals to the lyrics, right? That's useful. The lyrics, not very good, frankly. Some of the rapping was okay. I mean, it reminds me a lot of Eminem, and I like Eminem. He's talented. But, Eminem and Yelawolf already exist, dude. Like, I don't think that the rapping really added a lot. And then when he got into the singing vocals, his voice is okay. Well, I say that. I have no idea what he sounds like live. I've never seen them live. I don't really care. I'm not going to watch a live performance to see. He may sound great, right? There are some really shitty people with some really amazing voices. See Tyler Carter and Johnny Craig. But his voice is fine. The lyrics were really basic and not punchy basic. Like, I know they're meant to be like in your face, but they're not. What this is, as far as I can tell, and I could be misinterpreting, so, but I'm not. I'm pretty confident that I'm not, because I know his background. He references his background in the song. He's talking about cancel culture and how you can't cancel him, and he could cancel you with a post, and also he'll kill you, which is funny because he did go to jail for getting in a fight where a guy that came with him to back him up in the fight shot and killed somebody. So I guess you should take that threat seriously, but also it's a stupid threat to be making because you already fucking went to jail for that shit. Like, why? Yeah, this really does seem to me to be a song about, I know what my reputation is. and you guys can't say shit to me because I know about you. And look, I'm gonna agree with him and say that's possibly very true. There are a lot of shitty people in the music world, lots and lots, and we find out more, pretty consistently. It's very disappointing, to be honest. But like, he's saying, listen, I got dirt on you guys, but apparently I'm gonna hold to the bro code or whatever, which I don't like that either. If your friends are abusers, if you know people that are like abusing women or men or people, whatever, you probably shouldn't keep that quiet. You should probably tell people so that they know to stay away from those people. Yeah, I don't know, man. I didn't really like this one. Like I said, I enjoyed some of the music. I enjoyed that orchestral breakdown section. I thought that was fun. When he got the laser eyes, oh my god, I was losing it. He doesn't look very badass. I hate to break it to him. And it's not his fault, but he doesn't. And when he tried to do the Darth Vader thing, when he referenced Disney, what the... Come on, man. He was doing the Kylo Ren thing with all the stormtroopers. Like, this whole song, as far as I can tell, this whole song is about cancel culture. And like, that's really stupid, by the way. A small tangent here to talk about cancel culture. There's no such thing as cancel culture. Fucking Louis C.K., Dave Chappelle, those guys are making tons of money. They're not. There are some people who don't like them anymore. There are some people who won't go to their shows. And some of those people are the people who previously would have gone to their shows. But they have a whole new audience of shitheads who like them. This is where I point out that I am pro-trans, pro-queer. I don't care if you disagree with me. This is my channel. And I will not tolerate any bullshit on this topic. I am in support of the trans community. I'm in support of the queer community. I don't give a fuck. And people who are abusive towards those communities, I do not support. Similarly, people who commit sexual assaults, like Louis C.K., I do not support. But they have a whole new crowd of people who think that what they did was cool, actually. They're not canceled. They're making tons of money. Ronnie Radke's not canceled. He's still signed to fucking Epitaph. Like, this label put out this video. It's not on his channel. He's not an independent artist. He is a man with a recording deal. It's not canceled. It really bothers me because the truth of the matter is people who get canceled go on redemption tours and they go on TV to talk about how they've been canceled. They do interviews to talk about how they've been canceled and how they're coping with being canceled. If you're on TV talking about how nobody will let you go on TV anymore, somebody ought to notice that. Okay? Yeah, this song, maybe if I was 15 and a shithead, I would be like, yeah, he's speaking my language. But the super fast rapping part where he's talking to the devil or a demon, I'm not sure which, it wasn't very good. I mean, it was okay, but I could rap that fast. The key to rapping like that is being able to do it with both speed, timing, and clarity. And it wasn't very clear. It was kind of mumbly. That's what's so good about Eminem, frankly. When he raps that fast, he's really good at enunciating. And Ronnie Radke is not. He's not that talented. Not that he's not talented. I'm not going to say that. He's a talented artist. He's successful. He has been doing music for over a decade. Right? Like, clearly he has some skill. I'm not going to say that he doesn't have any. Just, he is not a good rapper in the way that Eminem is a good rapper. And a lot of people don't like Eminem anymore. Because he sort of seems to be a one-trick pony these days. My man is like 50. Anyway, also Ronnie Radke, how old is he? This is just pettiness, I understand, but let's see. He was born in 1983. Ronnie Radke is goddamn 40 years old. 40 years old making this shit. Like, come on. Come on. That is a man who is trying to fuck a 16-year-old. I don't know that for a fact, but it seems that seems real likely to me. If you're 40 years old still making this kind of music, talking about your haters, you are taking girls into your tour bus. Anyway, that's enough. I've been really hard on this video, and I'm being honest. I almost always have a lot of good stuff to say. Even if it's a song that I don't particularly like, or if it's a genre that I don't really listen to, I try really hard to appreciate what goes into it, right? What the artists are doing, what they're trying to say, how talented they are at either composing, playing the instruments, what they're writing, how good their vocals are. I really try to be positive, because frankly, it's really easy. Artists say this all the time, right? It's really easy to shit on stuff that you can't do. And I can make music, and I have, but there's a lot of negativity. There's a lot of criticism for the sake of criticism, and I don't want that to be what my channel's about, right? I'm really not interested in doing that. I want to try to find the good stuff because I love music and I love to share it with people. And so I like to find what people might like about it. Even if I don't like it, I want to understand what other people like. But this one, like, just in case you thought I was giving everybody a pass, I am not. I did not like this song. I did not think it was very good. I did not think the video was very good. I thought the video was very funny, but it was not meant to be funny. He's a goddamn 40 years old. Like, that is so embarrassing. But you know what? Get that paper, I guess, Ronnie. Cut your hair. It doesn't look good. Or maybe it does look good. It just doesn't look good in the suit. I know I'm ranting a little bit, but like, it feels good to be so negative. I really didn't like this one. And there's a possibility, small possibility, that he is insecure enough to watch videos like this. And you know what? I don't hope for this to happen, and I do not think in any sense that I am important enough for this to matter, what I have to say about his song. But he does seem like the kind of guy who would, like, put me down as a hater and, like, try to talk shit about, I don't know, how, like, I don't have a very good setup, or, I don't have money or whatever. He's famous and I'm not. And yeah, you know what? It's true. He is famous and I'm not famous. This video will probably not do that well, and that's okay. I have had fun. I've had fun doing it. Yeah, I don't know. I did not like this. I don't really have a lot of interest in going back to the Falling in Reverse Well at any point, but I may go back and do an early one from their first album after he got out of jail. And that's he should have been in jail because he had brass knuckles, and he was, like, the reason that guy got shot was because they had set up a fight. Like, I think that's dumb. And he brought brass knuckles. His buddy killed the guy. He ended up serving time. I don't think there's anything wrong with going to jail, going to prison. I think that's fine, right? There are a lot of people who do not deserve to be there, who are there. So I'm not trying to shit on him for being in jail. I'm just saying the Falling in Reverse happened after he got kicked out of Escape the Fate for being in jail, right? So the first album he wrote largely in prison. So that's why I referenced that. Anyway, I may go back to that just to see what the vibes were like in, like, 2012, because I would have been into this in 2012. Not this song maybe, but this style of music was big for me in, like, 2012. So I may go back and see, but this is not good. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this has been fun for some of you. If you're a big Ronnie Radke fan, I'm sorry, but I'm not really sorry. I mean, I do try not to offend people for no reason. I feel like the reasons I had for saying what I said were fairly grounded in reality, but you're welcome to disagree with me. I hope you all have a good day. Thank you guys for watching. Stay safe out there, drink lots of water, and be nice to each other.